Alright, put the money in the bag! Put it in! You're facing the wrong way, sir. Alright! Give me the money! Hello, you lovely people, once again to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. In the previous episode, we ignored all story progress and took care of a couple side quests across the Great Bay Coast. And today's episode, we're going to be continuing ignoring story progress and completing side quests across Clocktown and Termina Field. So, the first thing we're going to be taking care of is in the Astro Observatory of all places. We haven't been here in a while. So, what we want to do is, you want to go over here and destroy the balloon because it was mocking me. Aha! Oops. There we go. Alrighty then, let's go up the ladder and go this way. So, like I said earlier, this video is going to be not featuring any story progress whatsoever, so if you only care about the story of Majora's Mask, then feel free to skip this episode if you want. But, what are we doing next? We're going over here and talking to this guy. Yay, repeated dialogue that we've already seen. But the big reason why I wanted to come to the Astro Observatory of all places is because if you go over here, you can actually see the Deku salesman flying around. I don't think this is possible on the first time cycle, though, because you can't leave into Termina Field. And this side quest, spoiler alert, requires us to go into Termina Field, so it'd be kind of rude if this side quest did trigger and you couldn't complete it. So he's going to be floating around for a little bit, but another thing I want to point out real quick is this guy over here who's trying to get some rubies from a tree, and he'll be stuck there forever. Eventually he'll go away. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Do the thing. Move faster. Okay, real talk though, flying around like that would be awesome. Like, I don't usually like flying around a plane that much because it's just always super cramped and I'm a very tall guy, so it's not exactly the most comfortable mode of transportation for me. But flying around like that, even if I could only do it for like 6 feet off the ground, that'd be awesome. Alrighty then, so what we're doing next, we could technically warp back to the center of Clocktown and leave that way, but we're going to be using the super amazing powers of the magic beans and water. Excuse me. There we go. You were like 2 feet away from the thing. Why couldn't you... Never mind. And fun story. On a failed recording, it took me a really long time to find water. Like, I tried going to the water within the sewer area. That didn't work. I tried going to the water from the Great Bay Coast. That didn't work either. And I eventually had to go into the Snow Edge region to get this hot spring water underneath one of the frozen ice blocks. But eventually, I was able to do it, and then I scrapped that recording because everything else in that video was a disaster. Hey, I stole those rubies from a crow. Don't go stealing them, man. Too late! Ha 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 ha! Alright, so, quick warning. Do not come into this place without 150 rubies. If you do, you're going to have to repeat this side quest again, so just a fair warning. Hey, what are you doing here? This is my secret storage unit. It's a problem if you come in here without permission. Please, I'll sell you a piece of art if you just keep this place a secret. And we get a piece of art, and we get a Bomber's Notebook reminder to tell us exactly what just happened. Although I can't complain too much because the purple background right there makes it a little bit easier to add the captions on screen to make them readable. It's not that I don't believe you, but just to be safe, I'm moving my storage unit. You hurry up and get out too. So I know I've complained about the Bomber's Notebook a lot in this Let's Play, and I do mean a lot. It's probably the thing that I've complained about the most during this series, even more so than the Zora controls or the ice arrows. But to put it into context, this is what it looks like when you get in the Bomber's Notebook in the 3DS version, and it happens every single time that you get just the tiniest little hint at a side quest you may not even be able to complete at that point. And this is what it's like in the Nintendo 64 version. It's just a quick little text box that does not take up a lot of time at all, but just like the ice arrows and the Zora swimming controls, they changed it to make it worse, and it's just something that really bothers me. Teleporting postman! The post office. Oh no! For the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to need to come to the post office between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock p.m. Blah, I cannot talk. So, we can go around this area and see everything's all neatly organized and stuff like that. We got a schedule up there. Let's check it out real quick. The post office is a place to go to express mail. We'll double check the address and deliver it post haste. We'll deliver quick as a flash. After all, we don't want customers thinking they can do it faster themselves. Post Mistress Aroma. And we can check out the schedule right there from Majora. This week's motto, don't slack off. The heavens and the wife are watching. One of my favorite details in this area is there's a cute little buddy plushie in a postman's uniform. It's just so cute. Is that a pumpkin up there? That looks like a pumpkin. Alright. And there's also a postman uniform right here, which for whatever reason there's an invisible barrier right here. It's very rude. But we can go over here and talk to this guy. 4, 5, 6. Ah! You startled me. Don't disrupt my training. In my mind, I'm running for exactly 10 seconds without looking at a clock. I was in the middle of mental training. You may make fun of me, but this is quite difficult. Press A to start, count to 10 seconds, and then the precise moment you think you've hit 10 on the dot, please press A again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, we were so close. Oh well. You can try it without that, and it can be fairly difficult without the super amazing cheat code that I would be using in a moment. And by super amazing cheat code, I mean it's just something that's programmed regularly into the game. But if you try this side quest again with the bunny hood, you'll be able to make it so that the timer will never go away. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, we were too late. Alright, so for whatever reason, he charges you 2 rubies to try again. Which, I don't know why it would cost 2 rubies to just count to 10. That's very poor business, if you ask me. Yay! Oh, 10 seconds? That is amazing! Your reflex is suitable for a postman. As thanks for showing me something impressive, I give you this. We get a piece of heart. I can't believe this. I'll have to train more. More! I gotta say, I really do respect the post office, because, like, as Chuck Conroy says, there's really no other way you can word this. They're the true heroes of the American people. Next thing we'll be taking care of is inside the milk bar. Can I talk to you, please? There we go. We were scheduled to do a show, but it got cancelled. This place has a reputation for being a great live venue, so it's a shame. I'd like to do a sound check, though. I just want to see what it would have been like. Hey, you! Could you help me with the performance? Okay, you play the ocarina, right? Go stand under the center spotlight. Alright, play your ocarina like this. Okay, that feels good. You helped Toto with the sound check at the milk bar. You might as well sound check out some other instruments while you're at it. What feels good, that wretched, senseless racket? Okay, you play the pipes, right? Go stand under the front left spotlight. That feels good. What feels good? That wretched, senseless racket? Okay, you play the germs, right? Go stand under the rear left spotlight. I really like how the tiniest form of Link has the biggest spotlight, and the biggest form of Link has one of the smaller ones. That feels good. What feels good? That wretched senseless racket? You play guitar, right? Stand beneath the spotlight on the right. Bravo! That was the best! That melody... That melody... It brings back so many memories. It's their old standby, Ballad of the Windfish. That's the song that members of the previous generation of the Indiegogos made famous. I entered show business because I heard this song at the Carnival of Time long ago. By doing performances, I thought maybe I'd get to meet the singer of that song. The one you heard singing must have been the original Lulu, mother of the current lead singer who's also named Lulu. So her daughter is singer now. Is that so? I'd like to hear that. I'm sorry I booed you. Please, take my mask. You got the troop leader's mask. This mask looks so sad it could put a tear in even a demon's eye. The song you played at the sound check deeply affected the troop leader. You even saw a tear rolling down the troop leader's mask. I remember when I was back at the ranch, my brothers. I wonder how they are. As somebody who's played Link's Awakening literally dozens of times, that sounds nothing like the Ballad of the Windfish. It's glorious! Alright, so now that we've gotten the troop leader's mask, let's demonstrate what all this mask is capable of. To do this, you're going to need to play through the Romani and Cremio side quests again, so have fun hunting the ghosts for a second time. Or a third, fourth time. I'm sorry, but the mask's face is just so funny to look at. So, your super amazing prize for getting the Gorman Troop Leader Mask. These guys don't try to attack your milk jugs whenever you're escorting Cremia to Clocktown. This sounds cool and all, but remember, to get into the milk bar in the first place, to get the Troop Leader Mask, you need the cow mask that you get from completing this side quest. Which makes the Troop Leader Mask, honestly, the most pointless mask in the Nintendo 64 version. However, this is the 3DS version, and they added another use for this mask, which we'll be getting into in a moment. But first, let's destroy these guys, and there's none they can do about it, because they want to attack us as long as we have this mask! Yeah! Aw, we got a hug. This song is so beautiful, it brings a tear to my eye. Alright, so this is a very minor thing, but one of my favorite things about the Troop Leader mask is not only is it really funny looking to see it cry everywhere, but when you're rolling around, the tears go flying. It's just so funny to look at, and the funny thing is, this looks really hilarious when you have the 3D turned on. Buddy, what do you have to say? It's scary, take it off! Oh, he said hurtful things to me. For the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be going into the Stockpot Inn to continue this side quest, and just a little bit of a, not exactly a warning, but just to let you know, what we're going to be doing next is only available on the 3DS version, so if you're playing alongside this Let's Play on the Nintendo 64 version, then this next part of the side quest is not available in that game. Big bro, I'll be coming home soon. Huh? What? Me? No, it can't be. So it's gotta be you. Yeah. You come to wake me up again? Too bad it's no use. Hopeless even. Today I just don't have it in me to get up and face the world. No way, no how, nothing doing. What can I do, boy? Our carnival performance, it was cancelled. Everyone in the troupe is working so hard. This is our big break. To have it cancelled just like that? I just can't bear to tell them. Hey Sonny, bring me some sweet nectar, will you? You know the stuff, that special milk my bros make that instantly heals an upset stomach. If I only had some that to drink, it would give me the courage to tell my troop. Yeah, bring me that milk, but first let me nap a bit more. For my health, you know. Bring it once it's past moon, got it? And thanks, Sonny. The troop leader wants some special milk to settle his stomach. Visited brothers in the afternoon, and they may be able to help. So, triggering this side quest is a bit weird. So, this took a bit of research to find because there aren't really a whole lot of sources that really confirm this, but for this side quest to work, you cannot do this part of the side quest in the same time cycle that you got the troop leader's mask. Because the thing about that is that he's not going to be in his bed like that if you made him feel better from playing the Ballad of the Windfish at the milk bar. So, very few sources actually confirmed this, but I'm just letting you guys know right now so you don't have to spend like half an hour figuring out what the heck is going on with the side quest like I did on a field recording. The mystery milk that Gorman was talking about can be found in the Gorman track, so let's go talk to this guy. You, that mask. That there belongs to our middle brother. Hey, big bro, take a look at this fella here. Wait, hold your horses. Does this mean something happened to middle bro? What? Special milk to help him feel better. Criminy, don't tell me that gluten drank too much milk again, didn't he? Middle bro loves his milk, but he always chugs it till he's got a dillion of bellyache. Say no more. What bro needs is some special Gorman track milk to fix that belly. Not just any milk will do. This herb to wake him up, this fruit to shake him up. Ah, that's the ticket. Now all that's left is a big bro. You gotta mix it up real good. Middle bro's belly depends on it. Calm down, you fool. Like I need you telling me how to do my work. Ugh. Alright, it's done. Phew. Here, take this to him quick as you can. But you gotta hurry. This milk is special, but spoils fast. So careful now. And we received the mystery milk. Naturally, what it contains is a mystery. Let's hurry and take it to the troop leader. I'm counting on you to tell bro we said howdy. You got some mystery milk from the Gorman brothers, and this thing is telling you exactly what we just saw. This is not useful. So we only have 2 minutes to get over to Gorman in Clocktown, and for whatever reason, you can't use your super amazing powers of fast teleportation. Like if you try using the Song of Soaring. Hey, hold on a minute. You're not planning on flying with that mystery milk, are you? If you fly while carrying that, you'll spill it all over the place and make a huge mess. Nobody wants that. I think you should walk instead, carefully. You can't even turn on your Goron mask, because if you roll around, you apparently spill it too. So maybe we can use Epona? Maybe? Hopefully this will work? Wait, I thought this didn't work. Oh, well, I guess this does work. Okay, never mind. Alright, so for that reason, I thought Epona's song wouldn't work when transporting the mystery milk. So we go out here, and I'm intentionally going to fail the side quest at first, because we're going to get some unique dialogue if you don't do the side quest correctly. Yuck! Something seriously stinks. It must be the mystery milk you're carrying. Has it already gone bad? Gross. Hate to say it, but nobody in their right mind would accept that stuff anymore. Then the mystery milk turned into moldy milk. If it molds that fast... Ugh. You were supposed to give the mystery milk to the troop leader, but now the time has passed and it's gone bad. It's pretty gross. Thank you, Bomber's Notebook. You're so helpful. But let's see if he was going to drink it anyway. That's it. I'm absolutely sick of us having to carry around milk around. Use the one song of yours to rewind time and make it as though we never had to begin with. Please, I beg you. What do you want? I'm not feeling so hot right now, so unless you have some business to discuss, scram, I want to be alone. Ah, that smell! What is that? Take it away from here! It's useless. I still can't bring myself to move. And that's what happens if you fail the side quest. But, thanks to the magical powers of editing, we can change that. So something that kind of bothers me about this side quest, it's not really a big deal or anything like that, but using the bunny hood to go from the Gorman track to Clocktown, it does not take a lot of time at all, even without the bunny hood. So that's kind of like somewhat of a problem I have with the side quest, is that it doesn't really have that much of a challenge. Like Ocarina of Time, for example, it had some things like this where you had to go across Hyrule, and but the difference there is that the distance between Gorman Track and Clocktown, it's not really all that much of a difference. Like, we have a minute to spare, and yeah, I'm just gonna repeat myself over and over again. But now we have the mystery milk for Gorman. Oh yes, in that bottle. That's from my big bro, isn't it? Ah, that indescribable taste. Nobody else makes milk like this. Hey, thanks for that. I mean it. You brought me back to life. Now, be a champ and toss this old bottle for me. Or don't. For all I care, you can keep it and store bugs and junk in it. Whatever suits you. And we get a new empty bottle that is exclusive to the 3DS version. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Even if it is not difficult of a side quest or anything like that, there is an entirely new empty bottle in the 3DS version that you'll never get on the Nintendo 64 version. In your face, Nintendo 64 players. Now that I'm ready, I've got to go talk to my troop before dinner. So, something that slightly bothers me about this version, it's not a big deal at all, but it kind of is to me, is that I would have preferred if we only had 5 empty bottles in this version, because there's only 5 rows of items right here. But now we have 6 empty bottles, and I don't know where to put this one. I don't know, it's just something that slightly bothers me more so than it really should. And the last thing we'll be demonstrating in this video is if you go inside the Stockpot Inn, around 6 o'clock or so, we can actually see these guys playing cards. Oh, so our fearless leader was worried about us not being able to do the performance was a silliness. The townspeople have started to flee anyway. It's not like there are any tourists around these days. I mean, it's a shame, but there's nothing we could do. You gotta pick your battles in life, kid. Our fearless leader is oddly earnest. He was so humiliated about our gig being cancelled he couldn't even bring himself to say it out loud. Which is precious, especially since we all know we could just go perform in some other town. Such is the beauty of a traveling troupe. Anyhow, everyone's gone outside to practice. Mr. Guru, Judo, Marila, but I cannot read. Might as well, right? And something really cool is that you can get a different version of that same cutscene if you come into this place after playing Ballad of the Windfish in the Milk Bar. So we go inside this room, and we can see that Gorman has now joined the juggling twin dudes in their card game. Did you meet the Rosa sisters? Our fellow performers from the troupe? They're twins too. There's twins just like us? Can you believe it? I think they're practicing somewhere in West Clocktown right now. There are 2 sets of twins traveling in Gorman's troupe of entertainers. I mean, what are the chances? I'd say the chances are about 1 in a million. No, wait, make that 4 in a million. Would you like to join our little card game? You're joking, aren't you, brother? You'll make our game too complex. Whatever do you mean? It's easy playing against you. You look just like me, so I already know what you look like when you're bluffing. Can't talk to you. There we go. I've decided we will leave the town tomorrow. We can't expect anyone to attend or so. Aren't you going to flee? If you have nowhere else to go, you should seek refuge at the Gorman Track in the south. That is my brother's ranch. My brothers, they're nice guys. Yeah, they're definitely nice guys, I believe you. Now that we've taken care of all that, we're ending this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. And next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.